This was my goal. This is the goal I started with. This is impossible. It's not happening. Now I have more data. I understand more that this was never going to happen. So what am I going to do about that? I'm going to start by recalibrating my goals and how I think I need to change my kind of like weekly setup to achieve what I think is a more big picture goal. So the initial goal, run a 5K by April 25th. That is not going to happen. It's March. I'm not going to do this in the next 30 something days. And that's okay. So after I took that goal down, I thought to myself, why did I want to run a 5K? Really, I want to run a 5K because I want to be a cool, active mom. You all know a cool, active mom. I want to be a cool, active mom. So what am I going to do to become the cool, active mom of my dreams? I think it might take a while, honestly, to get to full, cool, active mom status. But to focus on active, I have two things. First, run a 5K. I still think that's applicable. Second, target a healthy weight. Pretty straightforward. I still want to run a 5K. I'm just removing that kind of date deadline. And I want to target and more actively focus on maintaining a healthy weight so that I am enabling myself to be as healthy as possible and to do any activity I want to do, and that my current weight will no longer hold me back. So, break it down a little bit further. What are my weekly activities going to be to make these things happen? Wait, let me get my stick. For running a 5K, I want to run 2 times a week and do one additional walk or workout that supports that. I want to be flexible and find the best solution for me, but I do want to do 2 runs a week. And then I also want to do one additional, either a nice walk or workout video, workout somewhere, I don't know, every week. And I want to be doing things that support my running, but more important than that is reiterating to myself, I'm an active person now. I live an active lifestyle. I need to trick myself into thinking I'm active so that I become the cool, active mom of my dreams. Healthy weight, not very exciting, but I'm going to start a calorie deficit. So how am I going to track the calorie deficit? I am going to use the Lose It app. I've used it before and I really like it. I've used Lose It and MyFitnessPal. I prefer Lose It. And I already filled out the quiz and picked the highest calorie option because I am still breastfeeding. So I'm a little bit anxious about messing up my supply. So that gives me 2,100 calories a day. And apparently that is still a calorie deficit for me. And I want to put these in my weekly activities so that I don't just keep saying, I'm just going to eat better. I'm just going to eat a little bit less. I need to be intentional and I want to share progress. So let me know if there's information you would like for me to share. So in order to become the cool, active mom of my dreams, I'm going to run 2 times a week with 1 additional workout and start a calorie deficit. Bah! And that's my new goal. I'm feeling really good about this. I feel like this has a lot more thought, like it's more well-defined. And I know that I can adjust it as I move forward. So I'm not going to set an impossible goal for myself again. I'm going to set these more realistic activity kind of based goals. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I can become a cool, active mom. I'm kicking myself a little bit because it's Friday. It's Friday and I haven't done a dang thing, which is so funny because I actually feel like really fired up about my goals. I feel really excited about changing my goals. I really want to run. I really do. I'm actually really excited to be out here ready for a run with my, I don't know if she'll pop up her fluffy head at some point, but Honey is with me again. No, she's shy. I'm really excited, and I just kept finding reasons why it wasn't a good day to go for a run. But if you look for a reason or an excuse, like, you'll find it. If I look for an excuse, I'll find one every time. And I did every day this week. And now it's Friday and my goal for the week is still attainable, but I have made it so much more difficult for myself. So that's silly of me. I'm not sure why I did that. But you know what? It isn't too late. So it's fine. And the new part of my goal of the actually starting and tracking a calorie deficit, that is going very well. So silver lining, I guess. So I'm out. It's Friday. We're going to go for a run with my lovely little dog, Honey. And I'm still using Runna, but I am still concerned with my ability to keep up, in that I will not be able to keep up today. And I already know that. So, but Runna is just so easy. It is so nice to just press start on my watch and have it tell me exactly what I'm supposed to do. So I just really want to make it work. I was talking to my husband, and I feel like once I'm able to run, it would be great for, setting little challenges for myself, or just maintaining, maybe just improving, but it just hasn't been working for me getting started. That being said, I still am using it today. So today they want me to do my first continuous run of 1.75 kilometers with a 5-minute warm up and a 5-minute walking cool down. So I couldn't run 1 kilometer straight. I can run, I think it was like 250 meters, 300 meters at a time before I just get gassed and I have to take a little rest and then go again. So it is what it is, It's just reality. You can't change it. I'm going to do my best, and my best is not what my phone says I should be able to do. So here we are. So my thought is that I will set a timer for myself on my watch and push myself to run the full 3 minutes that I know I'm capable of doing. And just keep rinsing and repeating that until I hit the distance. We'll see how that goes.
Yesterday I was clever, wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself.
Hi, honey. Did you like your walk? That was wonderful. Honey and I both really enjoyed our run today. Whew. She's so happy. We got to sniff a couple of other dogs, which is always very exciting. I didn't sniff the dogs. Honey did. I did not. I did the dog owner nod. I really liked the plan that I had because I knew I wouldn't be able to do the 1.75 kilometers straight. I set a little timer on my watch and ran for 3 minutes at a time. I did 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And then the last one ended up being like 2.5 minutes. And then I was at the distance. So I do think if I can improve on that, I should probably shorten up my rests. Because I was walking until I like caught my breath and like fully came back down. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't rest quite as long. So still, I mean, I'm going to be improving for like a year. I think I'm going to be improving for the rest of my life. So that's fine, but I really enjoyed it. It felt like a great run, perfect weather. It was like 50 degrees, which so it started out cold, but then it keeps you from getting too hot. Perfect. So yeah, so really great day. I wish I had done this on Wednesday instead of Friday, but here we are. So tomorrow I'm going to do my like bonus workout. I don't know what that is going to be, and then my last one will be Sunday. So still on track to hit my cool active mom goals for this week. It is Sunday, finishing up the week with a run. Today I am at the rec center because it is hot. It is 80 degrees and I am able to run inside in the air conditioning, so that's what I'm going to do. I am looking forward to today's run. I'm a little apprehensive because it's just, I really don't know what to do about the whole Runna plan because I love it. I love the app. It's so easy to use, and I love like not having to do anything. Just showing up, pressing start, and having my phone tell me what to do. Amazing. I love that. But I can't do it. I don't know how to fix it. And so yeah, I don't know what else to do. I think I'm going to have to do something different, but I haven't figured out what that is yet. So I'm at the rec center. I'm going to do what I did, the kind of workaround I did Friday. Yes. Of where I just set a timer for myself on my watch and then keep doing that until I hit the distance goal at least. The total distance is, let's see, I think 2.75 kilometers. And I'll just do my best. But I'm expecting it to be busy, but that's okay. I'm just here like everyone else, trying to be active because I'm active now. I'm a cool active mom, and that means I'm active. I do active things. I did make myself, I already drank it, a little Celsius. They have like the packet because I'm tired. So I'm hoping that will kick in, give me a little bit more energy. Otherwise, I'm ready to go. Finish up the week. That was a very good run. I almost immediately threw my plan out the window. I did my like walking warm up, and then I was like, you know what? I want to ease into it. My energy drink hadn't kicked in yet, so I was still just feeling so sluggish. So I was like, I'm going to start with 1 minute of running, 1 minute walking, and kind of like jumpstart things. And then it turned out that 1 minute was 1 lap around the track. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do like 1 lap running, 1 lap walking. And after a few repetitions of that, each lap of running was already feeling like good, in that the lap of rest of walking was enough I could start my lap really strong. But by the end of the lap, it was already starting to feel like, okay, all right. And so I just kept doing that pretty much the whole time. If the timer went off for my Runna plan that I was like on a rest, and I might have done like 2 laps of walking or whatever. But for the most part, I did 1 lap running, 1 lap walking for 30 minutes. And that felt difficult, but possible. It made me feel like, okay, I'm doing something here, like, and it was nice to not have to like fiddle with my timer quite as much. So I really enjoyed that. But I'm not really sticking to my plan. I'm not really sticking to the couch to 5K either. I mean, the Runna plan was never the true couch to 5K. So I still think next week maybe I will do something different. I'm not sure. But for today, I really enjoyed what I came up with. It made me feel good. And there was a women's volleyball, like adult women's volleyball, like people my age. And it made me think of maybe, when I increase my health, maybe some sort of activity like that, maybe that could be something cool active moms do. Yeah, good way to end the week. We finished another week, my first week with my new cool active mom goal to get me to be the cool active mom of my dreams. So I think it was a really good week this week. I did do my 2 runs. I did do one additional active recovery day. So I'm going to count it, but I don't think it was the best I could do. I ended up just doing like a really long, like a 25-minute stretching kind of, what's it called? Like active instead of static stretching or whatever. But I ended up doing that and counting that as like my additional activity for the week. So I'm going to give myself like half credit, I guess. I did something active because I'm an active person. And that's the narrative I need to like tell myself. And then I did my first week of my calorie deficit, all 7 days. I really like using the Lose It app. It's really easy. And I stayed under my target all week. I do think that first week of calorie tracking is the easiest, honestly, because you're still like freshly motivated and all of that. So I'm not surprised that I was able to do week 1 of that. But yeah, so I did do all 3 of my new targets. I think the areas for improvement is definitely that I need to plan ahead better, because I had to do a run Friday, then my active recovery stretching workout, whatever, Saturday, and then a run Sunday. And that kind of feeds into part 2 is I really don't want this additional activity to always be stretching. I think there are like a more focused stretching. 1, I should be stretching a lot more than I am anyways. And 2, I want to do something that is more kind of proactively pushing me towards my goals, as far as like strength and yes, mobility too. But yeah, so I think there could be some improvements there. And I think if I do better at planning my week in advance and not saving my runs for the last 3 days of the week, then I will feel less hesitant to do a challenging workout. If I plan it out in advance, I can do like a more challenging hike or like a really good strength workout or a HIIT, or I like doing those I think it's like Tabata videos, workouts, whatever, workout videos. And I can do something that's a little bit more challenging if I'm planning my week out in advance so that I'm not trying to squeeze it all in on the last 3 days. So that wasn't great. Wasn't great planning. I have been a procrastinator in the past. So am I shocked that I did that? No. But I'm going to try to do better in this next week. The other thing I need to figure out is, what am I going to do about Runna? I truly do love the app because it does just make it so easy to just show up, hit start, and do what I'm told. And I don't have to think about it at all. But I don't think it's working for me now. So I've been thinking about what some other options are instead of using the Runna app. And I think I might try to do, I've been calling this couch to 5K anyways, even though the Runna plan was slightly different. So maybe this is just the universe's way of telling me, hey, you said you're doing 5K, couch to 5K. maybe you should just do the Couch to 5K program. So I might look into, even if I have to do a little bit more, like using a timer myself, a little bit more, using my brain, maybe that's worth it if the plan is going to work better for me. So I need to be more proactive in how I plan my week, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do about Runna, or maybe I should just test out doing something different and seeing if that works out better for this current phase in my running journey. So thank you for watching. If you're still here, I really appreciate the silent support of watching these videos. It means a lot to me. I was really looking for some sort of community to help keep me motivated and accountable, and knowing that even if there's only one person out there, I like to imagine you're rooting for me, or if not, just knowing that someone is out there in the world keeps me moving forward, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you for watching these videos, and I will see you next week.